The environment of the 2026 World Cup is a crucible of high-energy pressing and relentless stamina. At the center is 39-year-old Lionel Messi. This chart ranks distance covered by every outfield player at the tournament. Optadata places Messi at the absolute bottom. But pivoting the chart to track goals scored, that same bar rockets to the top. Despite the lack of mileage, he leads the Golden Boot race. Messi's walking pace represents a specific tactical utility. He conserves energy within a highly specialized team ecosystem that is engineered to handle the physical workload on his behalf. This reliance on an aging star creates an unavoidable deadline. Lionel Messi's international career is firmly in its twilight. A squad whose entire tactical identity flows through a single player faces a unique existential threat. For years, the fear in Buenos Aires has been that the team's effectiveness will simply vanish the moment he retires. However, the daily reality of supporting a 39-year-old captain forced a different kind of evolution. Solving the problem of how to win with Messi accidentally provided the blueprint for how to win without him. The specialized mechanics required to protect the greatest player in history have quietly assembled a machine that no longer requires his constant presence to function. Manager Lionel Scaloni spent the 2026 cycle building a high-intensity World Cup system that could accommodate a static playmaker. Scaloni moved away from rigid formations, instead favoring a fluid hybrid system designed to thrive on organized chaos. This tactical board illustrates rotational movement. Midfielders constantly swap positions, dropping deep to disorient the opposition structure. These rotations create wide overloads, pulling defenders toward the flanks. This forces open the pockets of central space that Messi utilizes to dictate the game. The physical toll of these rotations is immense. Alexis, Allister, and Enzo Fernández handle the heavy lifting, dictating the tempo and absorbing the defensive workload while Messi waits for his moment. By carrying the physical burden in the middle of the pitch, these young players allow their captain to conserve his strength for the final third. In the forward line, Julian Alvarez functions as the team's defensive engine, pressing the opposition with the intensity of two men to compensate for Messi's lack of defensive activity. The ultimate test of this setup arrived in the 2026 World Cup quarterfinal against Switzerland. The Swiss defense successfully neutralized Messi, snapping a record 9-game World Cup scoring streak and forcing Argentina to find a different path to the semifinals. Despite their captain being contained, Argentina still won 3-1. Allister and Alvarez stepped up to score the decisive goals themselves, proving the system could produce results even when its primary outlet was blocked. The Switzerland win suggests that the tactical engine has matured past the point of needing a constant spark from its captain to maintain its momentum in high-stakes matches. This environment functioned as a tactical incubator. By spending years protecting an aging star, Argentina's young core was forced to develop at an accelerated rate. They were required to master elite game management and immense physical endurance while playing in the most pressurized environments in international soccer. Sergio Aguero has highlighted this shift, formally identifying the specific group of players ready to take the keys to the national team. Aguero named Julian Alvarez, Alexis McAllister, and Enzo Fernández as the definitive heirs to the squad's leadership. Messi's eventual retirement will remove a unique creative outlet, but it leaves behind a squad that is already conditioned for the highest level of international competition. The transition to a new era occurred in plain sight. By building a system to support their aging icon, Argentina completed their evolution into a post-Messi team while he was still on the pitch.